We love hip hop.
LNC Capo. Let's get to him. So last time I reported, I was kind of confused whether, or not confused, I wasn't completely sure whether he was arrested. It was rumors speculating that he was arrested. Okay. I spoke about it here. I spoke about an interview that we did with him in the past. Uncovered a few things as far as the oppiness that was going on. Because, like, listen, there's a lot of Toronto rappers, so it's hard to keep track of everybody and who they're dissing and all that stuff. Okay? But apparently, I was correct. He was arrested. Let me see what it's saying here in the caption. And big up to Six Sounds once again. LNC Capo calls from jail, and this is Dope Boy DQ. What are your thoughts? That's all I got. But yeah, he took some shots.
Time it is, man. Free me, free the house too. Smoking on DQ, new pack. You know what he's smoking on, man. Gang shit.
You already know, crew.
What's it out right now, Brody?
45.
Yeah, mafia shit. Free me, free the guys. You know what I'm saying? Free the house too. You know what we smoking on that.
I'll stop it there. And I'm going to use this as a teachable moment, okay? Because I feel that this Toronto scene has come to a point where we've reached a plateau. We've reached a, what would you call that? We've reached a ceiling. We can't go any higher than this when it comes to a certain type of rap. You know what I'm saying? And even when it comes to stuff like this, right? A lot of rappers out here, and it goes back to even what I was saying before with that subset that people are like, yo, the hottest is what you see on the blogs, okay? What you see on the blogs a lot is who is able to create the most traction, and bullshit creates traction. You know what I'm saying? The op shit creates traction, but it creates short-term traction because this gentleman is, you know, probably dealing with real-life situations that are realer than rap, and he's inside. He's in a jail cell right now, which is unfortunate. But I will say, for him and for all of these guys out here who are living that life, you guys got to do better, man. You can't be wasting these phone calls to be like going at your ops. You know, a lot of this stuff, besides the blogs reposting it and Friday Ricky Dread reacting to it and, you know, just it being out there in the public, all the jail calls are recorded. You're not in this. You're not in the Fed yet. You're not in the, and hopefully you don't have to deal with a federal case. You don't have to go down below, as they say. But while you're in provincial, everything that you say, including what you say on them jail phones, will get used in the cases. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even trying to implicate him or any of his peoples in what's going on with what happened with that young man, Dope Boy DQ. Okay? Because when it comes to the smoking on op stuff, whoever's saying it not necessarily are the ones who are doing it. It just sounds cool to do when it comes to getting motion. Okay? There's a lot of people out here who are like, hey, you know, I'm smoking on such and such and I'm smoking on such and such, and had nothing to do with that body. Okay? So we're not going to put that on him or any of these individuals who talk about that stuff. But I will say this. There's a shelf life on this. Okay? I'm trying to make some plans right now after this trip to Vancouver. I got that traveling bug in me right now. Okay? I'm trying to go to the West Coast again. But now this time LA. Right? I'm trying to travel around and get to these different places and get to this bag. Just like how a rapper would need to. But a lot of these rappers, they reach their peak. They reach their ceiling because they have to deal with legal issues. Okay? It's not a rite of passage. It's a setback. It's an obstacle. It's a long-term hindrance. Okay? There's a lot of people who, once they start getting to a certain age, like this gentleman, he's probably in his mid-20s, starting to get towards his 30s. But not everybody wants to stay in this life for the rest of your life. You can come home and be like, you know what? I don't want to be about that life no more. I just want to go get a regular job. But guess what? It's hard to get a regular job when you got a criminal record. Take it from me. So all of this stuff in the short term seems super exciting. It seems, just mad traction, mad motion. But in the long term effects of the stuff that these guys are going through right now is what we really we're not going to be even tapped in to see what the long-term effects are. Because here's the thing. The long-term effects of any of these gentlemen or ladies who have dealt with legal issues and are publicly going at their ops and all that type of stuff, we're not going to care about them when they're 40-something. They're going to sound crazy if they're still doing that in their 40s. So the chances are, if they don't make it in this rap stuff, they'll just be living regular lives. They'll just be out there either having a regular job or just be an older road man. And both is okay. However, ain't nobody going to be talking about who they were smoking 10, 15 years ago. They'll be moved on to whoever the new young person is and whatever's supposed to be popular at that time. Hopefully not smoking packs of dead homies and all that type of stuff. Maybe that'll, fall out of population or being popular, and people will be onto something else. Maybe, hopefully not something super weird, but we'll be onto something else. So people won't even remember those Instagram posts, or those phone calls where mans are like, yeah, I'm smoking on the ops, smoking on this person. That won't matter 10, 15 years from now. So I'm just saying, just keep that in mind for this gentleman and anybody else. Next time you're like, you know what? I'm going to waste my phone call to be like, yeah. I'm going to talk about this person whose family is going through trauma now that their son or daughter has passed. I'm going to transfer my trauma onto them. Right? Take that time to call one of your loved ones and tell them that you love them. You know what I'm saying? Because life is short. Trust me, fam. Anywho.
We love hip hop.